Hello, Pooch. Hello, how are you? Look at that, hey? That feels so nice. Good girl. Yeah, you're cute. Okay, do some more. Yeah, what are you up to? Been hanging out? Yeah? You a good girl? You're such a good Pooch, hey? Good girl.
Who's ready for a cold start? Ready? Ooh. Lots of no power, baby. Ah. Oh well. If you're wondering, in the last upload, I was driving a 2012 Chevy Silverado. This time, I'm not. This is our Equinox. It's nothing amazing, again. Pretty average, but it gets the job done. Where are we going right now? Well, right now, we're on our way to pick up my wife for lunch from work. And to pick up my pickup. For those of you who have watched the last upload, you know that I had just brought it to a shop to get a new muffler put in, or a used new muffler in, hoping to solve some of the drone issues that I was having with that pickup. It's kind of cool. Today I was actually approached by our pastor, and he wants to start a podcast with me. Looking forward to that. It should be pretty interesting. It's pretty cool to talk about stuff like that in this day and age, and what it really looks like to be a follower of God. Yeah, I think you guys will notice that I drive this route a lot. It's one of the quickest ways through the town that I live in. It really doesn't take long to navigate this town, but that's awesome because it means that we're relatively rural, which wait, I don't think that's the right word. I don't know. It doesn't take much and you can be out in the mud having fun, but we also have paved roads, kind of ish. You guys will notice as spring comes that our roads become less and less roads and more garbage. I'm really excited to see what the new exhaust is like because I've never had a Flowmaster on one of these trucks. I had a Flowmaster 40 on the S10 that I've talked about in my other video, and it was a lot better than stock, let me tell you. It had the 4.3 liter V6. It was way better than stock, like night and day difference better. However, it was still really quiet. I had single in, dual out, straight out the back of the S10. So most of the sound went straight out the back of the truck, which, like, it's a V6. It was no V8, but it really didn't sound that bad. At least not at lower RPMs. But I'm really excited to see if this muffler makes a difference on the highway, which is what I'm hoping it makes a difference on. But yeah, as a bit more of an introduction to the channel, I kind of just want to produce stuff that, like, people can relate to. If you've read the description in the video, you'll see that that's kind of what I'm going for, but, like, I want to stick to that. I know there's a lot of channels out there that produce stuff, and they maybe started out small, but by the time they get any viewership at all, they're starting to try and post massive videos where they just do whatever their audience wants, or where they, you know, are doing ridiculous mods to their vehicle to get views, or buying things for people. And I mean, if we get to that point, great, buy stuff for people. But I want to keep it relatable, still fun and exciting and new, but relatable. And we're back. Got it back from the shop today. Pretty excited about it. This will be the first startup. I'm doing it in the cab. I mean, that's where I'm going to be spending most of my time. So if I'm happy with it in here, we'll be happy with it anywhere, right? So let's give her a listen. Oh my goodness, is that ever different? Whew, I like that. Bit of a purr. I mean, it's still kind of high-ish idling. But yeah, That's nice. That is a lot more quiet, especially with it piped out the back. The other day I did like a drive around. I literally just took the muffler and slid it into the pipe and just like drove around really gently. No clamps, no nothing like that. It was kind of sketchy, but I drove around like that for a bit just to kind of try and get a feel for the sound. I liked it, but it sounds even nicer. It sounds better with it piped out the back and to the side. I'll show you guys a picture or a video from the outside jet. But, oh my goodness, is it ever quiet compared to what it was. Man, living is it ever quiet compared to what it was. That's gonna be so nice. This is basically, well, so far, exactly what I was hoping that this would turn out like. So yeah, I hope to be keeping this truck right now with where my family's at. We don't know 100% if we'll be able to keep the pickup. If we don't, well then stuff will continue on here when there's shenanigans, and stuff will continue on here when we get a new vehicle, if we end up getting another pickup. But for as long as we have this pickup, I'm gonna try and create content every now and then, relatively consistently for you guys. I will get to the cost of what it cost me to get this exhaust in. Guarantee that it'll be different wherever you are and no matter the situation. I cannot actually believe how much that has cut down on the drone. There was like there's high pitch noises that are annoying, there's low pitch noises that are annoying, and I would say straight pipe, this truck fell more so on the low pitch annoying, where it sounds good, it sounds mean, but man, when you're traveling up hills like we have in this area, where you're driving up a hill for 3-4 minutes and you're stuck at a certain RPM where that drone is just horrendous. Even if you're talking loud, you can hear people in the vehicle, but it's nothing fun to do because it's too loud. The truck's not warm enough to do a full throttle, but we'll get to that. We'll get some pulls going. Right now, I'm just honestly enjoying that I can hear myself think while I'm driving around. Yeah, I'm curious. What do you guys have under your trucks? Again, I don't know what the sound sounds like for you guys out there, but I can promise you that it is, for a daily driver, 100 times better than straight piped. If you are all about that straight pipe life, nothing against you. I would do it if I bought a new truck just for a bit to see what it was like, but I would probably throw a muffler underneath. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love auto vlogs. I love watching those videos. There's a couple of channels that do like POV test drives, and I don't know, there's something about it. Maybe it's just me. I like to think it's probably not. But I love watching people just drive from a first-person point of view. I don't know if it's because I love driving and anything that gets me feeling like I'm behind the wheel I love. I'm not sure, but I love it. Something I do kind of want to talk about is performance. I think it is known that in the car community or truck community, there's a lot of like, hey, if you threw a muffler on, you know, extra 5, extra 10 horsepower, like, look at you go. I don't know. I've seen dyno videos where they do gain horsepower. I've seen dyno videos where they gain very little horsepower. Is that one of the reasons I threw a Flowmaster on? No. Is that one of the reasons I threw a quote-unquote performance muffler on my truck? No. At around 5, probably more realistically 3 horsepower, 4 horsepower at the wheels, that's not exactly a noticeable difference. You'd have to have one sensitive butt in the seat to feel the difference. I'm sure, like, placebo effect, you might be able to feel it. That wouldn't surprise me. But as to whether or not there's actually a noticeable difference, I would be very surprised. Especially real world, like conditions like this, for example, where if those numbers are real, where it's wet, you wouldn't notice it, because if you have more horsepower, you know, you're gonna lose that to traction. So yeah, Do I do it for the sound? Yeah, that's about it. Do it for the sound, and we'll leave it at that. Those are personal opinions. I'm by no means a journeyman mechanic or anything. There's really practical ways to improve the performance of your vehicles. In my opinion, a muffler is not one of them. Unless you consider the performance of your vehicle how good it sounds. To each his own, I suppose. At least in that area of life. So I'm curious, what do you guys think? I know it's nothing crazy loud now. I like it. It's surprising me, so I'd be surprised if the audio even picks it up, honestly. We can roll down a window here and give a little bit more of a brap on her. Woo, I see.